Hey, what's up guys, my name is Anand and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to track file downloads on your website. Now, I will show you what I mean by that. On my website, I have a PDF downloadable, which is pretty standard for any website, right? You can track, brochure downloads, book a demo download, or if you're promoting any other downloadable files. It doesn't have to be a PDF file, it can be, document, docx, .doc, Excel, it can be any file. So in this case, if I click on this file download, it's going to take me to this PDF report. And if I go back to the tag assistant, you can see that file download is recorded over here. If I go back to Google Analytics and debug view, as you can see, it's tracking this file download over here. It's an event that gets triggered anytime someone clicks on a file downloadable. Now the best part is it's also going to show me the extension of the file. In this case it was PDF, the name of the file. As you can see, this is the exact name of the file, which is awesome. So you can actually distinguish, let's say you have multiple buttons on your website, each dedicated to download a specific file. You can track those downloadables by file name. It also has link text. So let's say you use a unique download button for each of your downloadables. You can track that using the link text over here. And you can also get to see the link URL, so where exactly that downloadable is hosted on your website. Now that's fantastic. Now I'm going to show you two different methods of how to track. The first one is through GA4 and the second one is through Google Tag Manager. The GA4 method is actually very straightforward. So basically what you need to do is go into your admin section, and by the way, this is the new admin interface of Google Analytics 4. I know they keep on changing it, but anyways, go into your Google Analytics 4 and then under data collection, click on data streams, choose your web analytics property. In this case, this is my stream name. And then under enhanced measurements, make sure that you have the file downloads enabled. So in this case, I have an enhanced measurements and file downloads active over here. Now, by default, if you enable or create a new property, I believe Google will enable all of them, which is great. But if you don't have file downloads enabled, make sure to turn this on and you should be able to track everything that you see from what I have shown. Now, I'm going to show you the second method, which is a pretty complex method, but it's not very complex. It's straightforward, but there's a bunch of steps to go through, and that's through Google Tag Manager. So essentially what we need to do is we need to first go to Tag Manager, go to tagmanager.google.com and choose your website property. In this case, this is my website. And then what we need to do is click on variables. We need to first enable all of these variables. These are click URL, click text, click target, click ID, click element, and click classes. To enable that, you need to click on configure and ensure that all of these are enabled. Now, I have a separate video on how to track form submission. That's when you will need to enable these, but that's for a separate video. But anyways, make sure that you have these enabled, right? Then what you need to do is you need to first create a new variable, and let's call that as so you scroll down for that and click on new, and let's call it as click file download extension. And then click on auto event variable, and then you need to choose the element URL, and in this case click on file extension. What this basically means is you are creating a variable that is going to detect the file extension of your downloadable automatically, and it's going to get stored in this variable that you're creating, right? Hit save. The next variable that you want to create is the file path. So click file file download path. Variable configuration, choose auto event, and then under element URL, you just need to select the path. Again, this is exactly what I showed you in the GA4 where you're able to see the path of that file. That is exactly what we are doing over here, but through a manual method over here. So click file download path is the name, choose element URL, choose path, and you're good to go. All right. Now what we need to do is we need to click on a trigger. So to do that, you need to click on new. Let's call it as file download. Actually, I must have already created the trigger over here. So basically what I've done is click on triggers, click on file download, and then click on the trigger type is click just links. That's what we need to use. And then we need to select some clicks. So basically what's going on over here is you're creating a trigger, and you're making sure that not all clicks needs to be considered for the trigger. Only some link clicks needs to be considered for that trigger. And that's why you're saying that link just links. You need to click on a link, and that's when you need to trigger, right? That is what is going on over here. And then what you're saying is your click URL matches regex, regular expression, ignore case, and then you need to paste this. Now, if you don't know where I got this from, basically in GA4, and this is basically enhanced event measurement. Scroll down and you will see, where did that go? Let's see. Yeah, that's the regular expression. File extensions that matches the following regular expression will trigger the event. So I just basically copied this and I came over here and I pasted over here. That's it. So that's basically your trigger, right? So first step, enable the variables, create 2 custom variables, then create the trigger. And then the 4th step is to actually create the tag. Now to do that, I have created a new tag called as file download GA4, and you need to paste in your measurement ID. So in this case, my measurement ID is this. I'm going to paste it over here. All right. It says Google tag found in this container. Fantastic. Event name is file underscore download. Now this is a standard event that Google triggers. As you saw in GA4, it gets triggered by default when enhanced measurement is active. But in this case, we are using Google Tag Manager. Make sure that you use the same event name. And then you need to pass on certain parameters. Now, these are the exact parameters that you get to see when we went to the debug view. So if I click over here, file download, look at this. These are the parameters that I was talking about. File extension, file name, link text, link URL. What you're doing is you're trying to set it up manually through Google Tag Manager, and you're passing those event parameters. So pass on the same parameters, which is file extension, file name, link class, link ID, link text, link URL. Now, file extension, you need to use the variable that you just created. Now I'm going to click on this and click file download extension. That's the variable that we created like a few minutes back, right? File name is basically the path name. So we created this download path variable, right? So choose that. Link class is basically click class. Link ID is click ID. Link text is click text. Link URL is click URL. Now, if you don't know where this is coming from, these are the variables that we enable, right? So that's where this is coming from. Fantastic. And then triggering is when you want to trigger it when someone clicks on any of the file download that contains any of the regular expression, which we created like again just now. So click on this file download, and that's the trigger condition, and then hit save. Boom. That was a lot, right? Now let's hit preview. And let's go back over here. I'm going to enable the tag assistant. I'm going to click on this download and let's see what happens. All right, this is downloading. Hit continue and boom. Now there are, okay, so this is GTM. And if I go, oh, sorry, it's link click. If I click on this, look at this. What happened over here? File download GA4 was triggered. This is a custom tag we created. And if I click on this, look at that. That's pretty awesome, right? It's showing me all the different parameters that is passing on. So click file download extension, click file download path. These are the properties. And if I click on values, boom, look at that. File name is this. Link class is this. Link text is download 2023 digital marketing report, which is the button that I had created. And the parameter value for link URL is this. So how cool is that, right? Now, if I go back to GA4, it should show up in a second in terms of, let me hit refresh for a second. It will pass on that data in terms of the file download. So I think it has already passed on this data. Let's see, file download to, it's showing me 2 times. All right, so it's passing on the data over here. The reason you see 2 because I had already tested it with GA4, right? Now what's happening over here is it's passing on this file download 2 times. If you notice the debug session over here, it's link click, which is firing this tag, but it's also tracking the file download. Now this is coming from GA4. So if you're using Google Tag Manager method, make sure that you disable GA4. And to do that, again, pretty straightforward. Go back to your GA4 and then click on admin, click on the data stream, this link, and then under enhanced measurement, you just need to turn it off. So that's pretty much it, guys, in terms of file downloads. I know it's a super awesome method, right, to track your downloadables. This is again a pretty important event that people track on their website, whether it's B2B website, B2C website. Tracking file downloadable is super useful, and now you know how to do that through Google Tag Manager and GA4. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time. Thank you.